All right, everybody, welcome back to Blueprints, day 17. Um, Today I'm going to work on the chess piece puzzle because we found that chessboard, and then I'm going to just try and find some new rooms. First, I want to go see what the chess piece puzzle looks like when nothing is there. It's going to cause some movement. That's okay. All the way down here. I love the ambiance of this game. Okay. I see. I get it. So I've got to spawn the rooms. What I'm thinking, I've got to spawn the rooms that have these set chess pieces and then come back here and place the chess pieces where they're at on the board. That's my thought. Go draft some rooms. There's still just so much in this game for me to figure out. I feel like I've made so much progress in the 17 days that I've played, or 16 days that I've played, which like I feel like I'm making good progress with my runs. Like each run I figure something out. Head down. That's in the way. Uh that one here. Never a good place to put your face in games. You're always covering up something. A tool shed. Nice. Nice. Good pair of tools to find early on. A shovel and a lockpick kit. Alright. I'm also gonna try and draft differently. I usually draft to like the sides first. I think I'm gonna try the middle. Oh, so Anne Babbage is still here. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here at the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service I hope you will one day come to expect of us. I appreciate how the staff, all of the staff that's here, knows what's going on. And they're just like, look, this guy's got to figure it out, and we can keep working for him. No one can tell him. It's the way of the family. We'll do the drawing room. Lock. Lock. Ooh, a key card. Solid. I already walked in, so... Never drawn the study. It's a bad spot to put it a dead end, but it's new. There's a safe. Craft, raft, smile, file, viral. Oh, this is a hint to the ace. Weird bard. So this is a hint to like the paintings puzzle. I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely to delusional things can be pulled off by Thursday. That was like a last minute thing, isn't it? Ah, that's the king. "44 letters in the message." So we have been working on this. This gives me a small sense of pride that my brother and I figured this out without drafting the study. We solved this whole puzzle. We've already got it like 70 to 90% cracked, and neither of us had drafted the study. Mrs. is looking at me like, yeah, you should be proud of that. Good job. Unused pairings: glove, love, sting, sing, crowd, crow, grown, gown, snack, sack, GLDRN. There's no vowels. That can't be a word. Okay. So there's two. I know there's 2 words that they just give you. So looks like they give you face ace, which is in the entry hall. Looks like there's not one in the antechamber. Interesting. And then there's the E over here. That in the painting for the E, it's a blueprint. And it shows it there. Look at all these blueprints that you can't use. Right. We've got a safe. So dates crack safes. So far they've all been like in the room. That's really fun, but almost everything you can interact with in this game is a puzzle. So, you know, that's only a little nerve-wracking. Like, what is this piece of the puzzle for? I don't see anything in here that's a date. I mean, that says, what, 8048? But that's not really a date. The only thing personal in here was the, like, this can't, you know, can be pulled off by Thursday. Thursday was the day we first got here, which was November 7th. Can't remember what year it is. Would mean I need to go find the library. Mrs., do you remember what year the game takes place? It would also just be November 7th. Try 1107. It helps to talk it out sometimes. Okay, so it's not the Thursday we started. We don't know when this was written. This doesn't give a number of days it took or anything. This is the pairing. Sturdy study. What am I missing? I don't want to leave and come back. I don't want to waste the footprints, my spaces. 44 letters in a message. So my brother texted me last night about this safe or this morning. It was this morning, maybe. And it was like, have you found the study or figured it out? I've tried every date I can think of. And then he said he figured it out. It was really stupid. That's unhelpful. Um... Hmm. 97. I'm delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. That's the only thing in this room that references time. We've got the unused pairings. B, L, and D. B, L, D, R, N. B, L, D, R, N. The thing about GLDRN is that there's no vowels, and so it doesn't really make a word. Doop-a-doop. Another note? Is there a drawer? Can I interact with any of these books? Is there something on the globe? You can spin the globe in the study for some reason, which it doesn't feel random. Because you can't just interact with stuff. Is that a king or a queen? I think that's the king. Yeah. 7th. I've already done the time save, so I know it's the 7th. I've done that math. I feel so dumb right now. There's 44? No, 44 is not a part of a date, though. That says 80, but any sense? Yeah, just as I was, like, I texted my brother and asked him for a hint because I gave him a hint for another one. And he was like, yeah, look at the blueprint on the shelf. And I was like, all right, yeah. I was already looking at that. And there's 80, was that 80, 48? That doesn't make any sense. On a date? But it is there. Also W59. That's probably width 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And so it's just the 80. Is it 11? 80? 07? 80? 80, 07? $44.80. Well, I feel like that didn't help me as much as my brother thought it would. Oh, I was looking at it upside down. That's supposed to be a D. That's really dumb. I agree with my brother. That's really dumb. That's not a that. That's supposed to be a D. But there's no way to look at this blueprint and see that. And that looks like an 80, not a D8. I was sitting here texting my brother about this room, and he told me that, hey, it's not 80, it's D8, and I feel like an idiot now. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up, and all of our hard labor is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 or more to be pure opportunists, whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run, assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay. Once you arrive, if you can within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction might alleviate us of the presence of service staff. Until we meet on the shore of White Sands. Caleb. Fascinating. Caleb Manning keeps coming up. Oh, and we have found a floor plan. The closed exhibit. Doors in this room are security locked. Fascinating. You cannot do it. You could say no. I'm going to say yes because I want to know what's inside. But it's fascinating that you can say no. I kind of feel like an idiot on that one. That should have been more obvious. Like, you can draw a D better than that, guys. Oh. I am going to redraw it because I don't want to waste a den turn, but at least we can keep going straight and it gives me my gem back. I'll do the bedroom. Nice. Well, dang. Take the storeroom. Now I've got a key, so I can increase security. It'll turn locked doors into security locked doors, and it'll actually make it easier for me to get through. Always good to check, you know? Unless written by hand. I don't need the magnifying glass to read that. That says unless written by hand. Read memos equals lies. Unless written by hand. Fascinating. Missed that quite a bit. Well, let's keep going this way. To the parlor. We will need the gems. I always love a good brain game. The white box does not have a statement. Correct, which means this is true. The gems are in a box with a statement. Easy. Let's redraw. Yeah, I'm fine with that veranda. Expensive, but it's a straight shot. I have a shovel. Pair of dice. Do the West Wing Hall, but I'm going to go back towards security. All right, Swinburne. Aww, This is a book that Simon has checked out before. That's adorable. Mrs. Peterson and Babbage. Hasn't been checked out in 5 years. Why did Bon Margle check this book out? I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep, bird, a ride on the wave bird. This is not a dare I would not do. There is not a dare I would not do. There's not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. This is what they say when they look at me. You are not a seabird. You are not a swim bird. You are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, and so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me, and I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Jeez. That, was less fun than I thought it was going to be for a children's book. Deposit box key, so if I can get the vault, we can open the safe deposit box. That's nice. Big if, but hey. Oh boy, let's go on an acid trip. I kind of hate this cutscene, to be honest.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen.
They really want to draw attention to that one.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Interesting. Is there a letter missing? Did he just lie to me? I don't know. A lot of foot traffic to get a draw. Redraw. Just go this way. Come on. Okay, we'll take the laboratory. Stage and wheat. Now, I think I have that as a T that I assumed, so I don't necessarily need to do it. Because dates, crack, 8, safes just makes sense. But that's a weird... No, that's a flower. Probably a type of flower. Show, I don't know. I've already got that one figured out, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna circle back on it, but I'm gonna go back via the west wing because I don't want to burn myself accidentally with the dark room. Gymnasium is so much better. We'll do the billiard room. That gives me more keys. Mathematical. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Three minus 1 is 2. Times 15 is 30. Divided by 3 is 10. 20 plus 3 is 23. Minus 13 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. Ooh, a good silver key. Sometimes there's something on the floor over here. Lots of notepads. Oh, there's more than one vault key. Oh, the foundation does not reset. I'm gonna do it. This has an elevator. This no doubt goes down if you can get the boiler connected to it. What, did I put it in a bad place or something? Did you just want to see? Did I mess? It's permanent there, yeah. Paper crafts. Cards. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna make them all red. Da 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 da. More allowance tokens. I was wondering if there was more than one. You're just trying to see how many I found? What room I found? Ah. See, the thing is, Mrs. knows so much more about the game than I do, and so she's like, I want to look at something, and if you found it or not. And I'm like, why? Dearest children, the pieces are in place and all rigid cogs have been greased. However, if our ambition plans are to succeed, we must strike this Tuesday. The routine changing of guard personnel on the first of each month means the opportunity we have created for ourselves will likely never be so opportune. If we wait even one additional week, the window will be closed. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed at Learson Hall, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. We would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard, striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black-gloved guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves, to spare us the precious extra minutes it would take your group to execute that task on their behalf. However, that also means that once we reach the exhibit, we will be truly on our own. May the black swords guide us, may the black skies shield us, and may our fathers be proud of us. In arms, your faithful soldier, Pharaoh. The plot thickens. So glad I decided to keep the closed exhibit. I'm not drawn the sauna before. That'll make my day tomorrow much better. Well, I can't redraw here. Oh, because I don't have any gems or anything left. What is that? Greater chance of finding items. I go double check the conference room when I walk back through for its letter. Is there paintings in the pump room? I think utility rooms don't always have paintings in them. I would even dare say often don't. No such luck for the boiler room. Connecting to this one. A. Plain planet. Not what I thought it was. That makes sense, because that's a plane and that's a planet. This room doesn't have a letter in it for me. Some of my letters are definitely wrong. Is disappointing. Ooh. That's really disappointing. Hopefully I can get through the conference room. If not, that's it. That's my run. Back through the gymnasium, costing myself even more precious footprints. Because I forgot to check this when I walked through earlier. Car keys are great, but it's too late for me to get the garage, so... Each locker could be opened as a chest? You need so many keys. Paint. Yeah. A. My best bet. At this point, I'm better off trying to see if I can work my way to the dining room. Nope. That's locked and that's locked, so if I find a key, great. If not... Oh! They all just got spread to the conference room. Let's open some things in here then, see what we find in the locker room. Save 2 of them. Broken lever. And a treasure map. Oh, I can get to it. That's just right there. Let's try this one. What? 6 or O? So I've got 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go back there and get about 20 more. See if I get lucky. We'll go this way. The Great Hall. The Great Hall has a handle in it. Um, this is a guess. That pulls me straight through. That, but the other ones are a bit of a gamble. I need to prioritize a straight here. Son of a biscuit. See if we can get back. Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll take most of it, but I can do it. Cannot make a mismove though. Billiard room, nook, gymnasium. Nook. Gymnasium. No. That's disastrous. Let me eat it. So it takes 3, not 2. I was miscounting on the whole time. I should have come back sooner. What a bad gamble. I probably could have gotten into the antechamber. I would have had to get lucky, but